Just go for it, really get involved and build that sense of community and get involved to bring that sense of rewarding and creativity and enjoyment to your life, and also to gain different experiences and skills, because volunteering is so valuable both on your CV and as a person as well.
Hello and welcome to the Collaborate podcast. I'm Dr. Nicolette Fox from the University of Brighton's Community University Partnership Programme, CUPP for short. Our podcast series will feature how the university and its students are working with community partners to make a difference through a variety of inspiring projects and placements. In this podcast, we feature our volunteering programme at the university, which enables students to work within community organisations to support their work and at the same time also gain valuable experience. We'll hear about Little Green Pig, a charity that champions creativity amongst children and young people and trains students to become volunteer mentors.
Hi, my name is Sally Woodcock and I am the volunteer manager at Little Green Pig. So Little Green Pig is a creative writing and mentoring charity providing free workshops and creative projects to children and young people generally who come from areas of the community where there's not as much access to creative expression and arts opportunities. So we have amazing story mentor volunteers who work alongside the workshop leaders and the sometimes guest artists to be able to give that real one-to-one attention to children in the smaller groups, and that mentoring role that is partly about facilitating their creativity and giving them the confidence and support and a safe space, but also kind of just being that kind of trusted adult in their lives.
Hi, I'm Angelica Blake-Lawson, and when I was a student at the University of Brighton, I studied English literature and creative writing. I was really interested in taking what I was learning on my degree and putting it into practice and working with young people and bringing that creative aspect into a real life job. So I found out about Little Green Pig through one of my lecturers and was really excited to be part of the volunteering scheme as a mentor, and the relationship that I built with the children, and as I watched them grow in confidence and was there to support them on their journey, it was really important for me to be able to witness that for them, but also for my own personal practice as well.
Hi, my name is Roman and my character is a grandfather clock. Inside the farmhouse, many of my days were the same. I saw the same people come and go at the same times until the dog came in. He makes my life worse by peeing on me. He jumped on me and tried to knock me over, but I'm too heavy.
Little Green Pig is based in Sussex, a lot of our work in Brighton, and we really, really value the input of the diverse voices in our community. And so the partnership that we have with the University of Brighton has been really important. There are so many incredible students in Brighton studying all kinds of things with all kinds of interests, and it's so amazing to us to have them come and share their skills and their fresh perspective. One thing that's really great is students bringing that sort of more youth perspective, because we are a youth organisation and they're so much closer to the experience of the young people we work with, and it's really lovely. I've definitely noticed that at the clubs the children really gravitate towards those lovely young people coming in and their energy and ideas.
I met with the volunteer manager and we had a discussion about what my skills were, what I wanted to bring to the role, and the children were immediately sort of receptive to my energy, and it was really brilliant to be able to build those relationships with the students. And the more I was there, the more they trusted me and the more that they felt I could support them and they would ask me questions. And just being that supportive role throughout was really important. So yeah, it was just a couple of hours out of my week and it brought me so much positivity and enjoyment, and it really helped me fall back in love with creative writing in a more sort of childish and curious way.
It's really fantastic to have the skill set and passion of, Angelica specifically, but other students that come in They're so full of ideas. They're often, engaged in their own creative process that they bring to the role, and have generally been very reflective, I find, which is really lovely. As Angelica mentioned, we very much work as part of a team at Little Green Pig. So sharing feedback and different perspectives is really, really valuable.
So in the weekly debriefs, we would talk about sort of going into more kind of child psychology and thinking about the ways that children might be feeling and the way this might impact their behaviour and their writing. And that was really interesting to me and something that I would never sort of think about before. And it just showed me like how children can be affected by the way they're feeling and how that can manifest in their creative outputs. And I found that was really interesting, and also a way to get to know the children on a deeper level as well and understand them better.
The kind of one-to-one care and attention that the young people get from mentors, you see such an impact. So you might have a child coming in age 7 at the start of the club, and they're new to it. They might have already lost confidence in themselves, already coming in saying, oh, I don't know what to write, I'm not good at English. And, schools are doing their absolute best and very stretched, but they don't often have the capacity to really allow children the space to develop their creativity. And I'm sure Angelica will agree that some of them are like, I don't know what to write. And it's in this tiny voice, or they'll ask, am I allowed to write about a cat? And it's like, of course you are. Like, we want you to share what you care about. And so mentors are really key in kind of teasing out their ideas, asking them questions, giving them that feedback and reassurance that what they're doing is of interest.
When I first came to the club, there was one child who was really, really shy, would never share their work or put their hand up. And as the weeks progressed, this child got more and more confident, and by the end, I think the last session I ever went to, this child actually stood up and performed their writing in front of the whole group, and it was just amazing to see their confidence grow. I think it really helped me to understand where I wanted my career to go, and it kind of scratched that itch of wanting to work with young people and to see them grow creatively and help support them through that. And although I am not working with young children anymore, I still work very actively with students. I'm a member of staff at the University of Brighton now. I work at the Brighton Student Skills Hub. So I'm still very active within the young community, and I think my volunteering experience really helped me with that.
So we have our regular after-school clubs that run in term times throughout the year, but we also do a lot of really exciting one-off projects, sort of pop-ups. With our bigger projects, we are working usually towards putting on a public performance or creating publicly available podcasts or beautifully designed anthologies that the children then receive that really validates their work and makes them feel very special and like professional writers. And it means that the mentors have quite a wide skill set that they bring to that. So there are lots of opportunities for volunteers outside of just those regular club times.
My name is Sophia and my character is a sheepdog. Dear Diary, I am a sheepdog. My name is Max. I live in the Victorian's farm. I am in charge of the sheep. I keep them in place in the farm. My owner is the farmer. His name is John.
So with our volunteers, we don't ask for any prior experience. We ask for sort of an enthusiasm for creativity and a desire and interest in working with children. But you will receive full training from us on the mentoring role and everything that Little Green Pig does. And there's ongoing support all through the process. Little Green Pig is very committed to inclusivity and diversity. And we really encourage people who maybe haven't thought about volunteering before so that we can support them through that process.
The advice that I would give to other students thinking of volunteering would be just go for it, really get involved and build that sense of community in the local area and get involved to bring that sense of rewarding and creativity and enjoyment to your life, and also to gain different experiences and skills, because volunteering is so valuable both on your CV and as a person as well.
Thanks to Sally and Angelica for sharing their experiences of the many benefits of volunteering. To find out more about our community engagement work, go to brighton.ac.uk/CUPP, that's CUPP. There is also a link on the podcast notes. Thanks for listening.